If you enjoy this video or find it informative, I would ask you to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell beside it. Leave a comment and maybe hit the like button on the video. That just helps this video do a little better, helps this channel grow, and I would love it if you could become a part of the community here by getting involved on a daily basis as I upload videos every day. Thank you very much. Enjoy the video. Greetings, free thinkers. Welcome to the Hoggcast. How are you doing today? I hope you're doing fine. I certainly am. Okay, what do we have for you on today's episode? We have for you the story. We've got a clip of Fauci to go over as well, but we have for you the story of Arlington National Cemetery, which is being cancelled because of you know what, the Rona situation. They're not allowing the laying of wreaths at the cemetery because they're concerned about Rona, the coof. Which is all the more strange because I was under the impression that dead vets were not at any risk at all from the Rona. And it's very stark because it really hits home to the fact that, look, these men died. And women, to a lesser extent, there are women buried there as well. But these people died. They gave their lives for the freedoms. For the freedom to lay a wreath at the grave, or to go to a restaurant, or to do anything really, to celebrate Christmas, celebrate Thanksgiving, to open up a store, to have a business. Yet even the authoritarian tentacles have reached all the way to the graves of the fallen vets in Arlington Cemetery. Now you can't even lay a wreath. What's happened? Is this the freedoms we died for? What has happened? That's what those spirits would be asking if there are any there. And I'm sure if spirits are real, there are plenty of them there. And we also have, like I said, a clip of Fauci to go over. So we're going to get into this now. If you haven't yet, it's more important than ever that if you like, subscribe, hit the notification bell, and share this video around to social media, your Parler or Twitter or Facebook feed. Literally only takes a couple of seconds, and it really helps us out because there has been a algorithm shift and independent commentary is being heavily throttled and censored by the powers that be because they don't want us here, really. They don't want new ideas being proposed to people on the internet. They want us gone. So I need your help to do that today. Okay, let's go. Okay, so Arlington National Cemetery cancelled wreaths across America event due to the coof. We know we could no longer envision a way to safely accommodate large numbers of visitors we typically host. Now you will remember, of course, this is an outdoor event. It's a graveyard cemetery. People could social distance, people could wear a mask, people could do all the normal things. And Arlington National Cemetery is not a small place. They could have quote unquote envisioned this. They could have done it if they chose to do so, but they chose not to. It's just another way to subdue you, in my opinion. You know what they want, the thing that the authoritarians want to do more than anything else, in my opinion, is to stifle human innovation, to stifle the human spirit. What is the human spirit? It can manifest itself into many forms. One of the most potent forms the human spirit can take is the form of innovation and adaptation. If we really have to adjust our way of life to basically kick freedoms into the curb, of course I don't agree with that, but if we do, then why can't we adapt and overcome? Social distance, wear masks. Arlington National Cemetery is a very large place. Plenty of people could still go there to lay wreaths. They're not harming anybody, okay? Honestly, let's cut the BS. They're really not harming anyone, but it's not really about safety. The likes of the people who like to implement these types of laws, if you could call them laws, are the type of people who got their first start in blue safe zones in New York and California and the Pacific Northwest, those types of places. The types of places where their own constituents live in utter squalor and homelessness is out of control. So if you really cared about safety, why don't you get your own house in order before we get the rest of them in order? Arlington National Cemetery has cancelled its annual Wreaths Across America event, citing concerns over crowd size in the midst of ongoing COOF situation. I've already made my point there. People could split up. I mean, it's a very large place. Wreaths Across America is a nationwide event held at cemeteries across the country involving the laying of wreaths at the grave of America's fallen heroes each December. Its stated mission is to remember our fallen US veterans, honour those who serve, and teach children the value of freedom. And that's the event that has been cancelled. To teach your children the value of freedom. It's been cancelled. You know, people in this day and age are just dumbed down robotic fools, in my opinion. The blue pill majority are. That's just my opinion. You could take their most sacred rights away from them and they wouldn't bat an eyelid. But if you took their iPhone away, suddenly it's a huge issue. You understand what I mean? If you took their Apple Mac away, suddenly they'll be up in arms, up in revolt. If you took their latest sneakers away, their designer footwear, suddenly they're up in arms. But if you take their freedoms away, their civil liberties away, most people, the blue pill majority, they don't bat an eyelid. This year's event was slated for December the 19th, but America's most coveted Veterans Cemetery will not be participating. Due to the current COOF situation across the nation and within the National Capital Region, it is with great regret that Arlington National Cemetery is cancelling Wreaths Across America at Arlington National Cemetery. Of course, Washington, D.C. is a very heavy blue area. They're all for the Democrats, and the ones that aren't Democrats are just Democrats in disguise. They're rhinos, Republicans in name only. So they say that we did not make this decision lightly, despite controls developed to disperse potential crowds in time and space and required personal safety protocols. We determined that hosting any event of this scale risked compromising our ability to accomplish our core mission of laying veterans and their eligible family members to rest. We understand that although this is disappointing for so many, we could no longer envision a way to safely accommodate large numbers of visitors we typically host during this event. You know it will never go back to normal. You know that, don't you? You know that, and we've been warning about this for a long time, you know that they're not just going to go back to allowing large numbers of people to attend anything, really. They don't want that. You have to understand, the authoritarians that are making these arbitrary and in many cases nonsensical rulings that apply in one place but don't apply in another, a lot of these people are authoritarian for a reason. They always have been. They're not going to willingly relinquish their ability to dictate to you what you can and cannot do, can and cannot say, and when you can and cannot go. They will not give that up willingly. The Wreaths Across America organisation expressed its disappointment in the Arlington's decision, issuing a statement saying that as an organisation we are shocked by this unexpected turn of events. To say that we are devastated would be an understatement. The group noted that the event will still move forward at more than 2,400 other participating cemeteries across the USA. So this is what I'm saying about silly arbitrary rules. The same event is being held all over the USA, yet it's cancelled in Arlington National Cemetery. What they want is a world where you live in utter despair. They don't want any sporting events, or if they do, they fill it full of political propaganda, which of course only goes one way. They don't want any kind of seasonal celebrations. They don't want businesses like restaurants and gyms to open. So if you wasn't alarmed by that, we now have the world's premier bad guy. The sinister man who turns up everywhere telling you you can't do this, you can't do that. Why? Because he said so. Is he elected? No, but that doesn't seem to matter to him. He seems to believe he has the supreme right to tell you where you can and cannot go. He found a lust for power when he first was given this ability to dictate terms to people. And as his authoritarian nature rose, Donald Trump quite rightly kicked him to the curb. That didn't stop him. He got a taste for authoritarianism. This is Fauci. And he wanted to keep it. So here he is on Jake Tapper.
Happening. We've got to get the vaccine. It's got to be deployed, and we can't abandon fundamental public health measures. You can approach a degree of normality while still doing some fundamental public health things that synergize with the vaccine to get us back to normal.
So not until the second or third quarter of 2021, though. I mean, Christmas is probably not going to be possible.
Yeah, happening. We've got...
And there you go. That's a talking point Jake Tapper was obviously trying to get him into. Jake Tapper, the mainstream media, they disgust me. They really disgust me on a level I can't fully explain to you. That was Jake Tapper trying to railroad Fauci into saying that Christmas is banned, essentially. Of course, it won't be banned for the Jake Tappers of the world. They will have huge spreads, multiple families attending the home, the whole shebang, the Christmas tree, the presents. But for you, that's a no-go. That's how the mainstream media operate. Rules for thee, but not for me. Anyway, I will leave it there. Thank you very much for watching. If you haven't yet, please like, subscribe, hit the notification bell and share this video around. That's important, more important now than ever, because we are being shadow banned. We are being throttled in our reach. There's a share button down there. If you could take a couple of moments just to do that, it would seriously help me out. Anyway, thank you for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Goodbye. If you enjoyed that video, if I could ask you please to subscribe to the channel, hit that little subscribe bar down below, hit the notification bell beside it and put it on notifications to all notifications. That will just notify you when I upload. I upload videos almost every day. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. I'll see you tomorrow.